Good day. Today we're going to do lesson plan number 7, grade 5, term 2. So we're going to compare and order fractions. It links to worksheet 35 in your DBE workbook. Let's have a look. And then the first link then is then the link to the caps. Then we're going to pause here and you're going to look at the resources. And then we're going to look at the dictionary. So today we're going to do fractions through measurements. So practical activities that we do with the learners. Remember, at this stage, they only work informally with comma 5 on things such as rulers. Then we're going to look at equivalent fractions. Here, what we're going to see is that 2 halves are equal to 1 whole. So it's time now for your mental mathematics. So you're going to pause the activity and your children or learners are going to do this orally or in a written format. I want you to pause. Then we're going to unpause, we're going to reveal the answers, and we're going to mark it. Let's then go to the activity for today. So before we go to start it, I'm just going to revise equivalent fractions again. So what we have here is 1 half equals to 2 quarters. That equals to 3 sixths. Remember, 3 sixths equal to 2 quarters and 1 half. We got 4 eighths that equals to these. We got 5 tenths and we got 6 twelfths. So all these fractions that we add here, a half, 2 quarters, 3 sixths, 4 eighths, 5 tenths, and 6 twelfths are all equivalent fractions. So I want you to pause here then and identify more equivalent fractions. Welcome back. So now we're going to do a similar activity, but this time what we're going to say is we're going to name all the fractions that are smaller than a half. So let's just quickly come up with this board again. So now we're going to see that's half, and now name all the fractions that's smaller. Here we have 1/3. We got 1/5, but also 2/5. We got 1/6, but also 2/6. We got 1/7, but also 2/7. Even 3/7 are smaller than 1/2. Then what I want you to do is to find all the fractions that are bigger than 1/2. So here we got 2/3. We got 3/4. We have 3/5. We got 4/5. We got 5/5. So I want you to pause here then and name all the fractions that's smaller than a half and those that are bigger than a half. Okay, welcome back. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these practical activities. So for these practical activities, they need a 30 centimeter ruler, a meter stick, a 1 liter container, and a 2 liter container. So for the first activity, you're going to ask the learners the following questions, or the children. 1/2 of the ruler is, then if we know 1/2 of the ruler is 15 centimeters, what will be 1/4 of the ruler? What is 1/3 of the ruler? And what's 10th of the ruler? Please make use of a ruler to make this activity practically. This is a revision lesson or section of what we have done in grade 4. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1 liter container and we're going to fill it first the half of the container. We're going to empty some of the water or sand and fill it with 1/4 of the container. We're going to empty it and then fill it with 1/5 and then with 1/10. So I want you to pause here and then do these two activities. Welcome back. What I want you to do now is I want you to do this activity first. So you need your 30 centimeter ruler and a meter stick. If you don't have a meter stick, um, take strips of paper, stick them together, paste them together, staple them together. Take your 30 centimeter ruler, measure it out until you get a piece of paper that is 1 meter long. And then what you're going to do is you're going to ask these 3 questions that the child or the learner must do it. Remember, it might be that you need to make markings on the meter stick. For instance, where is 50 centimeters, where's 25 centimeters, and so on. But use your ruler to help you to make these markings. I want you to pause and then do this activity. Welcome back. So now you're going to do your second practical activity. You need a 1 liter container and a 2 liter container. You're going to pause and you're going to ask these 3 questions. So your worksheet activity for today was simply answering those questions in the previous activity. But what you can do now is to write it down in your writing books or on the SA Teacher worksheet. Then the next step is then your problem solving. Please do these, do write them in your books, show all your workings, and even if you need to make drawings and diagrams. We say here that we need to encourage our learners and our children by using diagrams at this stage. Then you got your examples that's linked to old exam papers and tests. Do those, and then we got remediation. Go through it, pause here, help your child to understand the concept. We gave you some workings here, step by step, how to help your child to do these. Then we're going to come to the consolidation. If everything is ticked yes, you could carry on with the next lesson. If it's no, you need to revisit some of the questions and activities, or you can contact us at SA Teacher.